G'day and welcome to the MacPack.
We're back.
My name's Jamie Karen. To my left this week in order, the man on the panel, most likely to word boy to parking finest, my little brother Joe. How are you, boy?
Yes, I am. I got some tips and tricks, but do they always work? Who knows?
And to my right, coming at 6:01 as he does each and every week, is the baby brother of the pack. Who we call Junior Boy. Junior Boy, how are you?
Something of mine I thought got destroyed recently, boys, but it still works, and I'm here to tell you all about it.
Massive, big show of the pod. You're tackling parking.
Again.
I've got a follow-up from a previous segment.
It's back.
So it's either AI, it's the Perth storm, or it's parking in 2025. Riley, as you just mentioned, you got a bit of a thing
Yep.
that survives.
It survived, Jake. It survived.
An item that survives. We're also playing How Much Did I Pay? All centered around a very big event taking place this week. I've got a hero, and we've got a big thing to ask the people to do. It's a massive app. Let's get into it. Boys.
Brother Mingos!
How are we all? Are we all well?
Going well. But there was a bit of a controversy in the last couple of weeks based on something that I said on the pod.
Oh, no.
This could be a number of
What
things.
has he done again?
I was going on about how when a shopping centre says they have automatic number plate recognition, you
Yeah.
can get a fine if you stay longer than the allotted 3-hour parking.
Yeah.
I was clowning on them. I was saying they don't do this. It's a big scare tactic.
Yep.
They're a bunch of liars.
Yeah.
Turns out the
Trying to
shop that I parked at many times over the years when I was working in the city,
Yeah.
it's also one that Kira
Why are you not
parks
mentioning it now? You mentioned
because
it
there's
20 times.
there could be potential outstanding claims.
Allegedly.
Yeah, because I talked about it, and then a few days later, Kira parked at that station because the train station doesn't have enough parking. So if you get there past like 7:30,
Yeah.
you got to park at the shops.
Okay.
Comes back after a hard day's work to find none other than in the windscreen wiper said fine.
So it wasn't you that got the fine.
No, it wasn't me, thank
So
God.
Joe continues to
God.
evade everyone.
Spewing.
But they've got, and then I received a photo of the sign, and they do have a new company that's put up their own sign, and they seem to be
They're on it.
the bouncers of the car park.
They're all over it.
I don't know if they saw the video
Yeah.
and they were embarrassed and ashamed that I was calling them out, not enforcing their parking, and people were abusing it. But no more. They've got some big bad boys driving around scanning.
When you brought it up, you were sort of poo-pooed by both of us who said, I don't think you understand how easy it is to do the job.
I don't
Like,
think
it's all it is someone commented on the videos this week saying, it's just some legend who has license plate technology on the roof of his car and he just does hot laps.
Yep. Scans them all up.
It's just I
around the
parked
car
there
park.
numerous times. Dare I say I was taking the piss with this sign, and I was fine. So I thought it was like I just thought it was all fake.
Yep.
But they brought in they have a new sign which has the brand of this company that does it.
Yeah, they're over.
So they definitely weren't doing it before,
And now they
and now
are.
they've brought them in.
They've brought
What's
a
the
new
new
person in.
company? You
should I
can
say
see
their name?
absolutely because you got to flag it for people because then if they
Yeah.
see this company, then they'll go, oh, well, these are the ones that actually do it.
Here we go.
It's called Insignia.
Ooh.
Insignia.
I don't think
I'd
I've
never
heard
heard
of
of it. Apparently, it's from over east. Because when I googled it, there are a lot of people over east who hate them.
Stealing our jobs.
They hate them, and also I think it's one of those ones where it's the may or may not be legally required to pay. We're not sure on that one.
Private company,
Yeah.
government company. Yeah.
Not even from WA. Like,
Yeah.
Fuck off. If I'm going to get hassled by a debt collector, I want him to be WA made.
yeah.
The place I work, I always get pinged for parking fines, but it works out cheaper than buying the membership to park there for the whole year. And even today,
What's the actual breakthrough amount? Like, what's the break-even
Yeah.
point? How many fines how much is a fine?
$30,
How much is a membership?
$350.
Whoa,
Oh,
so
that's
they need to
not-
hit you.
So I only got fined for $90 last year. So
winning.
But then
pocketed. How much is that? 150.
See, I think it's weirder to get fined some of the time. I
Yeah.
feel you either get fined every day or you get fined never.
Yeah. See, like
Or never.
Netherlands.
this place's car park is an entire perimeter of the grounds in which I work.
Yeah.
So it's like acres of
The moat.
car park. Yeah. And then today, the lady who sits next to me, she told me, she was like, I got pinged for a parking fine last Thursday. And that was the last time she saw me. She was like, because I got there and I was like, and she was like, I'm not going to buy a ticket today because Riley never gets done. And then she got done today. And then she was like, so she told me that. And then you have to buy the ticket at like an admin spot in the middle of the place that I work.
Yeah.
So to save a bit of money, it's cheaper if you go there than buy it via the actual
But
machine.
do you need to run so you don't get done in that time?
Because what happens if it happens in between? Yeah.
So she bought a bunch of we called them scratchies, and she got back to the car and she saw a ticket on her dash and she was like, it's been like 10 minutes. And then I told her, I was like, I'm parked in the car park over like 200 meters down. I reckon less, 100 meters down. And then so she ran and chased after the parking guy and was like, I've just bought the scratchy and you've done me. And like she said she wrote a note on her dash saying, going to get scratchy, be back in 15.
Oh, that's something someone who has no intention of paying for parking who does.
But then he was like, yeah, usually we don't take notes seriously. And then she was like, well, I just paid. Like, come on. And then he was like, I'll see what I can do.
But so now she's holding both her ticket that she's paid for and the fine for the ticket she hasn't
And he was
got.
like, I'll see what I can do, and walked off. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
There's no follow-up agreement. No
It's
one knows
usually
each
at that
other's
point that I
name.
get in my car and then drive over.
Yeah,
the
that's what I was
respective
thinking. I was like, what
individual.
a genuine wanker.
Do you reckon he has a quota? And it's like once he's
But
got...
I didn't get done today.
Yeah, because do you think it's like...
I thought I was going to get done. When
You're
she came and
100
told me
meters
that, I was
away.
like, oh, well, he's definitely got me today. But I'll take it, you know?
But do you think he's like, once he's got like, I don't know, like
Yeah,
a
50.
grand
Yeah, he just
in
packs up
parking,
for the
he's
day.
like,
Your car's also quite big. Do you reckon he just can't reach it? He's just at the bottom and goes, I can't get
Literally.
up. Alrighty, Junior Boy's got a brand new segment for us.
Boys, something's been happening to me relatively recently, and I thought I'd bring a new segment to the show.
Love it.
It's called Item Survives, and it's about an item that you think should have broke, but indeed survived.
Oh, my item took a dive. I'm surprised it's still alive. Item survived. Item survived. Yeah, yeah.
It's quite simple, boys. It's really not complex at all.
you recorded that for so long.
Your item took a dive.
I watched a movie.
You
at the
thought it
time.
would die, or whatever the lyrics are, but it still survived.
Survived.
It
The item
survived.
survived. It beats the odds.
It happens to me so frequently that items, I think, take their final bout.
Yeah. Especially when you drop something and you like think in this, it's in air.
Yeah.
So long.
It doesn't even have to be a drop. It could be anything. Anything in the whole world. Obviously, we're going to get a few drops, I reckon, coming up. But this one comes from a very, very popular item these days. And I was baffled that it survived. I was fathomed. Obviously, I've told you boys about me dropping a singular AirPod in the toilet before.
Yeah, you love doing that shit, man.
Did it twice.
When Riley threw an egg at me.
Okay.
Gonna need more context.
So I was going to do my segment now.
Okay, here we go.
No, you go.
No, he attacked me with this egg while I was doing the washing.
Yeah.
And an AirPod fell out of my ear and almost went like down the outside drain. There's no getting that bad.
That would have been a good.
That would have been the greatest prank of all time.
Anyway, so yeah, I've dropped my singular AirPods in the bathroom, in the toilet before.
Yeah.
But they've only ever been submerged for like 2 seconds. You know?
Yeah.
It's got to be a quick little get it straight back.
Which is
out.
2 seconds longer than I would feel comfortable
maybe not
having
2
them in the
seconds.
toilet. But
Yeah. Anyway, it's pretty disgusting though, right? But we're taking our business to a different orifice of water.
Oh, okay.
This segment, boys. But we're staying on the AirPod
AirPod.
topic. The pods, where do they live?
Ears.
And where do they live when they're not in your ears?
Out my ass.
Where do they live when they're not in,
In
your
the
ears?
case.
In the case. And where do they live when they're in the case?
pocket.
Hey!
Fucking Jesus.
And where's your pocket?
The pocket in the short and the short on the pants.
Yeah.
The shorts are on the pants. And when the pants are on,
You.
on my legs, the legs tend to move,
Yeah.
create friction,
Okay.
get warm. And then when the body needs to cool down,
Yep.
sweat.
Is this all still part of the segment? Is this or are you?
And then when you get
Sweating,
sweat on
yeah.
pants, what do you do with sweatpants?
Jackies.
And then no. What do you do when you
sweat
get
in the pants?
Yeah.
They're going to wash.
They're going to wash. They're going to wash, bro. Anyway, so that's what we're talking about this week, boys.
Sweatpants in the wash.
Sweatpants, shorts in the wash. And where do the airport guys live? Can we remember?
In the pocket.
In the pocket of the shorts. So I have a big washing basket in my room, which I do washing once to twice a week, and I threw everything in there. Oh, don't need my AirPods today. Mustn't need them.
Yeah.
So they're in the wash.
What is happening? What is this? I feel like I've had a stroke just sitting here.
Your AirPods also have their own case.
Yeah, off-white. Oh, I don't have them with me, unfortunately.
Because they're in the wash.
in the wash, obviously.
They're in the wash. Anyway, so oftentimes my AirPods live in my pocket.
Yeah.
And
Are
then
we doing this again, are we? Cool. All right. Just skip forward 30 seconds if you're listening.
my pants get dirty, I put them in the washing basket. Don't look through the washing basket before they go in the washing machine.
No, of course.
That's why you often get
The
tissues.
tissue strike shit again.
But that's all right because at least it's just confetti. It's a bit of fun.
Yeah, it's fun to pick off.
And it turns
Like a puzzle.
it turns a black t-shirt into a fun one.
Yeah. Oh, you've got a
Disco tee? Are you wearing a disco tee?
Oh, look at us.
Yeah, legit. Oh, it's kind of
Snot.
glittery.
You've got snot all over you.
Yeah, anyway. And then there's so many times where you're like, oh, where are my AirPods? God damn it. Ah, the washing's finished. I'll head over, hang out washing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's annoying
these
because-
shorts feel a little bit heavier than usual. Oh, no. The pods are in the wash. I reckon I've done it 5 to 10 times.
You've put your
Really?
AirPods in the wash 5 to 10 times.
Yep, and they've lived in the toilet.
Live.
I've dropped them in the toilet bowl. Still work.
'Cause they're
In the case?
In the case.
In the case.
In
Is
the
the-
case.
Does the
In the
case
pocket.
Your case is
charge?
also in a case.
Yeah, see, they're
I think
all
that's
elec-
added protection.
But no. It's just
Okay, now fuck it.
plastic.
No, it's not true.
There's so many like orifices and like little holes in there.
It's not airtight.
No, God no, it's not
Air
airtight.
Jordan.
It's Air Jordan, if anything.
So I came back from the gym. I had just got.
It's Air Max, I guess.
Yeah, it's air to the max. I came back from the gym and I was wearing my shorts and they got a little sweaty and I went to have a little shower.
Nice.
So I put my AirPods in my pocket.
Yeah.
Grab in my pocket. And then, I had my shower, came out, did a load of washing, realized that my AirPods, not in case, were in said pocket.
Oh.
And they did go for a swim.
Just loosely placed in your pocket.
Yeah, because I didn't. I got back from the gym, but the case wasn't at the door or something. Or maybe I was running. I don't know. But yeah, but I didn't have the case on me, but I wanted to take my AirPods out because father was talked about. I didn't want to be antisocial.
What is this segment? Do you have to do accents if you're going to tell a story? Is that
That was
part of
making
it?
it more fun. Yeah, and they went in and they were fucked.
Oh,
Oh,
And they
right.
were brand new ones I got from work.
so they don't work.
From work? Where would he work?
Coworker left them on their desk.
What?
No, we had like this. It's like a portal that you can buy stuff.
Yeah, called
yeah,
John's
that.
Desk.
yeah,
Auctions on Wednesday when he's out for lunch.
yeah, but they broke.
Anyway, yeah, so, but mine always survive. I put my AirPods in the wash and they always survive. And I'm baffled by the technology. So I did some research.
Oh,
I
cool.
said, why is there a reason? I asked my good friend ChatGPT.
Yeah,
boys.
who's never lied in her life.
I said, hey, Chat, how you doing today? He said, good. What can I help you with? I said, is there a reason why my AirPods still work after they've been in the wash? And he said, you mean in the wash? And he said, they're semi-water resistant. Only just. Like, the tiniest amount of water resistant they can be.
Like rain.
Is
Like
what
a
they
rain
are.
droplet.
Yeah, not a full soak. Not a wash.
Not a wash. Yeah.
They're the reason they're water resistant is so when you're holding them and it starts to rain, you don't die from electrical shocks.
That's fair.
And then he says that's pretty much it. Other than the fact that you got lucky. He said
10 times.
reason number 2, they're small and sealed because they're tiny, so you might get away with it because the holes are small. And then he said the third reason why it was because I got lucky. He said it's pure chance that they were fine.
Yeah, but not that many
Thank you very
times.
much.
Surely, like once, fair enough. I reckon if you're doing it 10 times.
Yeah, I reckon like 5 to 10 times they've been in. Like to the point now where it's like if they've been in, I don't even like get worried anymore. I'm
Put them in there for safekeeping.
yeah, yeah, just washes out the earwax.
Alrighty, boys. Been a bit of a... Oh, it's been a minute since we played this on the pod.
Too long, I reckon.
But it's only been about 6 days since we played it on radio.
Too short, I reckon.
I won on radio.
It is one... Riley's got the hot streak at the
Yeah, he
minute.
is.
It's one of our favourite games. It is called How Much Did I Pay? I bring to you, boys, an item. You simply have to guess how much that item would cost to purchase.
Oh.
Now, this week, there's a big sporting event on the calendar.
Yes.
We're talking the US PGA Masters.
Oi.
You stand in the line thinking, what is the blow? You're faking a smile while you're counting your dough. A $3 milk, now that's a crime. You've bought your own bags just to save a dime. And ask the cashier what's going on. How much did I pay? Feeling like a clown, your rewards points are gonna turn it around. She said she don't know how much is a pie. You got a smile on your dial, taking me for a ride. How much did I pay? The receipt don't lie. You think I'm a clown and you think I don't mind. How much did I pay? How much did I pay?
There you go. A nice, calming, soothing tune for your Friday morning. We are playing How Much Did I Pay? This is the US Masters edition. The Masters is...
What is the Masters?
It's a very special event, dear to my heart.
How exciting.
It's a golf event.
Oh, that's
Jay,
pretty my guess.
It's a golf event.
You said it's like the Wimbledon of golf. Is that right?
Yeah, it's like it's the most
yeah.
prestigious golf event there is.
It's like the gather round of golf.
Over 4 beautiful days at Augusta, Georgia. Often this is sort of the sound of. Here we go. This might be a bit more familiar. Does this put you boys in the mood?
Oh!
It's like we're there. Now, Augusta, Georgia.
Like, you know, and it's like Joe, you made the hitting sound. Yeah. You know, like no, you fuck. Like,
What was
no, like
Don't sound of it.
the crowd goes crazy when they like hit a drive. You know, they just go, and then everyone's like, straight away. Anyway, the point we're trying to make is golf is boring.
This is going into the pond.
Rory McIlroy spitting on his hand.
Okay, good. So the golf at Augusta, in particular, at the US Masters, is well known for the green jacket.
Yeah, I know about the green jacket.
So the winner receives a green jacket.
Oh, is this like where they got the idea for like the man with the yellow jacket? Is that a movie?
I'm not sure what that means.
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket.
Is that where they got the idea from?
Wouldn't have thought so.
It's a movie from the 70s.
Yeah, exactly.
Very, very illustrious.
Do you have one of them?
A green,
Yeah, we take one on the master.
I've got a green hoodie. Could I fit in?
Now, what we're going to do today, because one of the other things that the Augusta and this very event, the Masters, is known for, is very cheap concession prices for food and beverages.
Oh, so it's for the povos.
Povos can enjoy the game.
Not at all.
It's so nice.
A ticket
'Cause
to
golf
go to
is
the...
like for rich people, but
Yeah.
povos also
Povos
can
have a hot dog at the tennis. Oh, what's it called? Golf.
golf, but still golf.
Oh, he's lining up the green and hot dog. Yeah. There you go. Ring over.
So it costs like $4,000 to go to the
What the
event.
f-
So,
Yeah,
before
so
they-
So they are povo after they buy
yeah,
a ticket.
once you step through the doors. But they have the whole thing is that inflation has never affected them. Like they don't put prices up when everyone else is putting
I'm
prices up. Right?
surprised they charge for food. If you
Yeah, I feel like all inclusive.
you get to see one hole, so you stand there for the rest of the
Yeah.
other 9 hours.
I guess
waiting.
because you're walking so much, you got to fuel up.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? I don't know if you guys do you want me to play the song again so you remember what the segment is. We're playing How Much Did I Pay? Get your phones at the ready. I'm gonna tell you
Phones at the
the items that you can purchase from Augusta National as
Yeah.
part of the
Do a
US
fucking rapid fire.
as part of the US, and that's not as part of the US Masters. And you're simply just going to send in how much you think the respective item is.
Can you
Ready?
say that again for me clean. Go.
What I'm going to do, fuck me. What I'm going to do now
Yeah.
is go through the very, very, very cheap prices that they offer for concessions for food and drink at the US Masters. And I want you boys to send in your estimations for the respective products on offer.
Sounds good.
Nice.
Okay, you ready to go?
Yep.
First, kicking things off,
Makes sense now.
we're going with a sandwich.
Okay.
An egg salad sandwich. How much would an egg salad sandwich from Augusta National cost you at this year's US Masters?
Well, you'd have to pay me to have one of them, wouldn't you, Joey? Can I ask when the Masters started? The PGA Masters?
Is it cheap
No.
for like
Okay.
in general or cheap for sport?
So this could have started in 2012 or it could have started
Oh,
in
no, it's like
1930s.
90. This is the 90th year, I think it is. I think that's what they've said.
Okay. So
Thereabouts.
pretty
I think it's
cheap
the 89th year this year.
Wow. Good
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah. Okay, Joey's locked in his price. Riley, we're still waiting on yours.
then. Mine's in.
Okay, wow, we've hit two very
So you-
different spectrums.
1930s. So this is pre-World War.
You didn't say the prices have been exactly the same.
He said tax didn't
He
change.
said inflation didn't impact.
Exactly.
Okay.
So why else do
So
things
you've
go up?
You've written 4 shillings.
Why
Riley
else do
wrote
things-
down. Riley sent in 3 paper clips, which I thought was an interesting
a
unit of
firm
measure.
handshake and a slap on the arse. A horse.
Just one egg in return. You get one of my chicken eggs. Okay. In relation to the egg salad sandwich. Okay. So Joey is locked in $5.
What the fuck? I wouldn't even pay for that now. That's so expensive for a sandwich. A sandwich? Especially one with fucking egg and lettuce. I'd fucking throw up, cunt.
Wait for Riley's locked in
50 cents.
35 cents.
It's 1930, dude. No one knows who Hitler is yet.
The post-Hitler tax hasn't come into
The
fruition.
knowledge of Hitler just makes you like, I've got to spend on this sandwich.
The correct price.
Hitler could get me any second. I need this sandwich.
The egg salad sandwich from Augusta National will cost you $1.50.
I'm closer.
You actually are.
You're
Yeah,
closer,
that's who he
yeah.
laughed, but he is actually closer. Let that be a little bit of a gauge finder for the two of you, all right?
Easy.
Okay, 1-0. Number 2. Let's do
Best of 5?
Best of 5, yeah. Okay, let's try. Oh, God. Let's go for just a banana, a straight up banana. You can purchase one banana from Augusta National.
That's hard because one banana. I have no idea how much one banana costs in real life.
I know how much it cost. I bought, actually, last week I bought a single banana
Why?
because they were selling them at the IGA I go to.
Yeah, they often
always sell banana.
Yeah, but like they had like sale price, one banana X amount.
What?
Yeah, so I bought one market 2025. I know how much the going rate is.
Who sent? Have either of you sent
I've
any
sent.
answers?
You've sent.
Riley's
What are you doing?
pontificated.
What are you
I'm doing my IGA narrative.
waiting for?
I'm just thinking how much Hitler would pay for it.
Yeah.
Joey's locked in
Think
his.
how much you'd pay and then wipe Hitler from your mind.
Oh, shit. I'm going to go 10% of what I paid for it the other day.
Okay. I'm still waiting for it to come through. Okay. First up, Joey's gone 50 cents. Riley's gone 15 cents.
You laugh.
The
but-
correct answer is $1.25. Joe wins that
Okay,
one.
so I bought one the other day for $1.50. So what the fuck's going on with bananas? Why were they so expensive back then? Do you know how much?
I guess because maybe in the 30s it was hard to
Well,
get
it's,
a banana.
it's not back then. They're just not.
Yeah.
the 19, we're talking 1930s prices here, boys. They were
Okay,
charging
bottled.
an
Shut
arm
up.
and a leg.
Bottled water. Let's go bottled water. It's one each at the minute. How much will bottled water cost you?
What brand?
Well, let's go. It just says bottled water. Don't be a pain. It's the same price as bottled cola, diet cola, iced tea,
Jeez.
lemonade, sports drink. They're all the same, right? Basically, a drink that's not alcoholic. How much does a drink that's not alcoholic cost you at Augusta National?
Yep. I've
You
locked
in?
mine.
How are you already in?
What are you doing?
So basically, you just think of a low number. Throw it in.
That's got to be. It's got to be less than the.
He's going to say like 9 cents or something.
It's got to be less than the banana. Banana takes ages to make. It grows from the ground up.
What is happening? All right.
Coke is just chemicals.
Are you doing a bit? All right. Joe's locked
I'm
in.
just thinking how much I'd pay.
Joe's locked in his answer, $2. Riley's locked in his answer of,
They give you money.
of 75 cents. A bottled water, any of the bottled drinks is costing you $2. Joe's hit it on the absolute head. Riley's the only person I know
the first one
who's
was a
sitting here
curveball.
being like,
Yeah,
$2 for a Coke? You're fucking kidding me.
The first one was a curveball then. So
The first one was really cheap.
in what world are you paying more for a can of Coke than an egg sandwich? Like every place you go, the Coke is always going to be
yeah,
cheaper.
see
than
that logic makes sense.
general sales price.
I think it's because the egg salad sandwiches are they're like the signature Augusta food, apparently.
Because no one gets them, so they're trying to get them out the door.
Okie dokie. Let's go a alcoholic drink. So
If Joe
this
gets
is
this one, he wins.
correct. A domestic beer, an imported beer, and a white wine. They're all the same price. How much would any of these alcoholic beverages cost you at Augusta National?
I also forgot this is USD.
Beer,
Oh,
beer, wine, and tax has not been included in the prices. So just
USD for a beer.
beer and or wine.
1930.
No, stop.
during Prohibition,
I wish I didn't mention any of that.
Which movement was going on in the 30s?
the 30s. It was the Great Depression.
So things would have been cheap. Oh, well, it can't be. This is really stumping me. I'm just gonna
We've
go
noticed.
round number for this one.
Okay, now Joe has locked in $5. Riley has locked in $5.
Stalemate.
Okay, so wait, should we just quickly guess over under?
You can put in a second guess. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Ooh.
And I'm not.
This has never happened before.
No, Joe, I need a number. Joe just said
Under.
over
Or
under. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's cute. Riley's locked in $4.99. Joe's locked in $5.01.
So it's safe to say I went the unders and Joe went the overs.
The correct price.
It's $5.
The correct price was $6.
No.
So Joe gets up. We've got one more item I want to go with.
Voted.
Riley, Joe wins, correct?
Yeah.
Well, I've lost track. There's a lot going on. All right, we're gonna go one more just for a laugh. This is just a. Do you want a packet of chips or a? No, fuck it. We can do the same. A packet of chips. If I was to get a packet of chips and a chocolate chunk cookie, how much would that cost me?
Whoa.
So two
No idea.
items. A packet.
How
of,
big's the packet of chips? Family size, jumbo
yeah.
size?
No, they're just
pocket
like
size?
a Smith's variation you would get, but they're not Smith's.
Like the little ones.
Yeah, just like a little.
a
pack.
Let's.
Are they paying for that mention?
An American Lays, if you will. My Yankees.
How much?
Get your damn hands off my lads.
My Yankees will get that one. And a chalky chippy cookie.
Yeah.
It could be a Chips Ahoy.
So now we're adding things together.
Yeah. They've just got candy written as well. That's an option. An Advil, just quietly. You can get an Advil from the crew, which is just like a Panadol.
Panadol.
Yeah, 75 cents for a Panadol.
Jeez, that's
I don't mind it
Did they
being
sell
mentioned.
Panadol at the footy?
yeah. That'd
They
be like an
probably should.
overdosing sort of.
I guess there's old people probably there.
That's true. Joe has gone $6. Riley's gone $6.50. Chips cost you $1.50.
What?
And a chocolate chunk cookie also costs you $1.50. $3.
$3. Wow.
This is the most confusing price ever. But to be fair, Joe grew up in that. Yeah, you were a 1900s kid.
Yeah.
I was a 2000s
By 2
kid.
years.
Through and through. He had the advantage.
Congratulations, Joe. Good win. Alrighty, boys. It's time for our favourite weekly segment. It's our only weekly segment. It's time for our. You ready here? Now, I've got the new ball this time round.
That's huge.
This one took place
South Street.
yesterday.
What road?
I'd just gotten off. I'd passed South Street. I'd actually passed it, but it's actually nearer to home than you think. It is a very close shopping centre to where we live. Some would say potentially the closest shopping centre to where we are.
Yeah.
I was driving over prior to the football, actually. So coming here first, and then we're going to go to the footy from here, right?
Of course.
Nice.
It was a simple one. It was a very quick passing one. Basically, I was about to arrive, and I looked over to my left. In the parking garage, there was a bit of a commotion taking place in the car park.
Okay. Commotion. There's a punch on.
There was two, I would say, what are we deeming elderly these days in 2025?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I was at work at my retail job the other day, and there was a guy who's probably around Dad's age, but like 6'5" and like grey long hair.
Yeah.
And this lady who I would deem elderly came over and asked me a question. And I said, go ahead and ask him. And I pointed down to the aisle he was in. And she said, oh, the elderly man. And I said,
Man is good.
I said, yeah, sure. And she walked up.
Yeah.
I was like, what a weird way to describe someone. Oh, the elderly man. No. But he's probably around 60. So
Was
there's
you
that.
reckon he was younger than she was?
Yeah.
Right.
By
Wow.
5 to 10 years, I reckon.
I reckon 70s.
Yeah, 70s is elderly. Like once
Okay.
you're not really working. Once you're retired, you're definitely
I would say they were elderly. They were
Okay, we've got elders.
They were an elderly bunch. They had grey hair, like noticeably.
yeah.
They were granny-esque hairs.
elderly.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll just leave it at that. So there was two of them,
Yeah.
and they were standing on. One was standing on the left side, and one was standing on the right side of the bonnet of the car.
They were standing on the bonnet.
No, bonnet was up.
Skateboard.
Oh, okay.
Bonnet was up, and there was
They're doing a bit of
a.
handiwork.
Oh, okay, they're getting their bloody fingers dirty. And then working on the car. Nice. A bit of greasing up on a Sunday arvo. And then working on the car again. Grease of lightning.
We do have another granny just rolled out from underneath them. You know those mechanic like spanner.
Just
Phillips.
It's not even their car. They're just trying to hot
Yeah,
wire the car.
Trying to steal the stereo.
Do you know what you never see? Like nanas just behaving badly. Like if
Yeah.
you were ever wanting, if
They're
you
pretty
wanted to
subtle
rob a
about it.
bank,
Oh, they say some pretty.
They
stuff.
say fucked shit.
no, but like you never see like a group of nanas going and try and rob a bank. They could pull it off, just like being courteous and nice. I reckon they could get it done.
Well, that's like in Seinfeld. The old people, they steal shit
Yeah, yeah.
because they're not
Yeah.
suspectors.
And they're like, oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm so old.
Hey,
I'm
it's
so
not to pay
proud.
for this.
So we had one nana on the left side. We had one nana looking lady
Oh, so they're
on,
both lady.
on the right. Yes, both ladies. Yes.
Oh, wow. So they're before their time.
That's supposed to mean.
Yeah, it's just things used to where
I heard them as I went. I went past about 70 k's an hour. I heard them both quite loudly and excitedly talking.
Kissing.
Talking about what the prices used to be at the first ever US Masters. They were so excited.
I was 30 then.
Like we haven't paid. They're not paying any more than what we used to. My grandkids are going. So one on the left side of the bonnet, one on the right side of the bonnet, both looking into the car. But this week's hero is going to the man, the young lad who was in the middle of the car. I say young lad.
he was
In the scenario, he would have been like 40, 50, right? But in the scenario, young man, not an elderly gent like the previously mentioned.
Yep. Nice.
And he was just assisting. I can't tell you for the life of me if he had anything to do with these old ladies or if he was just coming out of the kindness of his own heart. But they were also parked at like the closest one to the road. Like their bonnet was basically on the road where they were perched.
And he was helping him out.
So very noticeable
Yeah.
what was going on. But yeah, it just appeared like he was doing a good deed
good deed.
and just helping out these two nanas. Couldn't quite comprehend why there were two nanas. I guess nanas hang out together.
In the same car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been a pickup. Might have been a bit of a convoy.
Yeah.
of sorts.
Maybe only one of them can drive.
Were they? Yeah. Were they
true.
heading to the footy?
No, I didn't look it.
Okay.
Didn't look it.
Hmm.
I should have pulled over. Should have asked him.
What do we got going on in ladies?
But yeah, this week's Everyday Hero is going to the young gent for helping them. I can only, again, it's assumed that he was helping. He could have been botching the car up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He could
they're
have been-
screaming, "Don't leave my car alone!"
And I've just gone, that
Who
guy's.
cares though? It sounds nice.
It does, yeah.
Who cares about facts?
And like, who knows? Maybe the car behind me saw him like hit the other one with a wrench or something
Yeah,
afterwards and
yeah.
steal their purse. But that's not what the hero's about.
The hero's about what we say.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So this week's Everyday Hero is going to what we assume is a helpful young chap who helped too. We're calling them elderly ladies.
Elderly ladies.
Who was struggling with a little bit of a car trouble. Alrighty, boys, that just about brings us to the end of another episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
We've got a comment, a really nice comment that come through recently from Liam.
Oh, what did Lily have to say?
Liam was chatting about the the pick up please from a couple of weeks ago. He absolutely loved it. I think we did share this on the page at the time, but he said best pick up please for sure.
Thanks.
I vote pick up please is always played with random numbers from now on.
Yeah, I like that. Illegal, but
Yeah.
Definitely throws a cat amongst the
it's
pigeons.
not illegal. It's if they don't want it involved. If they don't want to be involved, then it might be.
Yeah. As long as you tell them they're live.
Yeah, we told.
We told the
We're
darling.
live with the MacPack podcast.
Yeah, and she told her husband, and he would have been absolutely fucking confused.
Yeah. Banter. But what did that comment make us think, Jake?
Oh, but we're approaching 5 years.
Yeah.
Which I didn't realize until someone asked me the other day. Yeah, how long has the pod been going for? And I was like, oh, shit, nearly 4 years. And then I went,
No.
no, that's not accurate at all. It's nearly 5 year.
It is getting on.
We're well past 4.5 years.
We're out of the toddler stage.
We're
Yeah.
nearly going to school.
We're running around.
The podcast is nearly at the age where you need to start learning
We're like
things.
Rugrat age. We're Tommy Pickles.
We
Yeah,
are.
Tommy's
Tommy's well young. He's in diapers. And I
We're-
know you have to legally
we're
wear
Chucky.
diapers, but because of the hemis.
We're Chucky age. Angelica
Chucky's.
age, maybe?
Who knows? Potentially Lou Pickles. He's a grandpa.
He's elderly. Look at this guy.
Lou. He's always having a nap.
Someone I saw recently, very, very recently, someone shared like a thing about the Rugrats and about how old the dad was. And the dad's like my age, which is just terrifying to think about.
Yeah, I saw a photo. And
Which
it's
dad?
like
Tommy's dad.
Wow.
I saw a photo of like all the dads like in the pool.
Yeah.
And it was like
These old cunts.
crazy how like now these guys just look like your mates.
They literally do. Yeah, terrifying stuff. But what we do want to do, and we're going to be sharing this on socials, if not by the time you're hearing this, very soon after you'll be hearing this. We want to do, it's been 5 years.
It's been 5.
It's
5
time,
long hard years.
It's time for a performance review. Most jobs that I've applied for and have worked at would be quite keen to have a performance review before the 5 year mark.
Yeah, usually like within a week I'm on a performance plan, which is great. We're planning out my performance.
But what we thought is because we don't really have bosses here at the MacPack,
No.
we want to do a performance review, but we need you guys at home, the people who listen to the show, to conduct the performance review for us. So we've gone and we've set up a bit of a survey, a bit of a form with a few questions on it. They're nothing too tough, and it's entirely anonymous. So everyone who's listening at the moment, no matter what you say, good, bad, or ugly, it's entirely anonymous. So you can go on and you can essentially tell us the things you like about the podcast, the things you don't like about the podcast, and what else have we got?
Your favorite segment, your least favorite segment.
favorite segment.
Stuff
Yeah,
like that.
what you want to see more of. Like, if I know the radio stuff's become quite prominent.
Isn't there even like throw your biggest insult at one of the boys?
Absolutely. Let us know about it. So what we're asking
That could be included. We could read them out on the show even. Obviously, you'll be anonymous. So
yeah, which is fantastic.
if we
'cause
find
you
them
can
funny
just-
enough, they'll be on the show.
Yeah,
or if we find them
just remember,
heartbreaking
like,
enough.
watch yourself.
Rip in. This is your chance.
But the whole thing is entirely anonymous, and we just want, like, you guys listen to the show. You're realistically the only stakeholders we have when it comes to this stuff. So if you like specific segments, if you dislike other stuff, you got to let us know. Because
Let
if you
us
don't
know.
let us know, we're just going to keep doing the stuff.
We're just going to
anyway.
keep doing Costa's correct.
So please do let us know.
Or
We're
how
gonna
much should I pay?
we're gonna put the form in the episode notes as well. So if you are listening to this, if you can't find it on social, it'll be on a link tree.
Yep.
It'll be hard to miss. It'll be on social
Me and
media.
bio.
It'll be in the link in bio.
Show notes.
Show notes
And it'll
by
be in the show notes. Yeah.
everywhere.
Like if you don't like Joe coughing every
Off
hour.
mic,
It was
yeah.
off mic, man. Don't bring it up.
It was on mic, but you just turned your mic off. You got a loogie in there, man. You got to stop doing the durries in between breaks, bro.
I'm just getting excited about this performance review.
But yeah, it would mean the world to us if you could just ping in whatever you think.
Yeah, it's about damn time.
Yeah,
This is your chance.
it's time for our performance review. Let us know if you want us to resign. Boys, it has been an absolute pleasure. We've got some big stuff in the works apart from the performance review, so stay tuned
Yep.
regarding all that sort of stuff as well.
You bloody bet ya.
But boys, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, always is, Jake.
Until we do this time next week, stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember to...
Go give your mum a hug.
It's ciao for now. Bye not forever.